joining us now, the Democratic Lieutenant Governor of Michigan, Garlin Gilchrist. Thank you so much for joining us. We're really happy to have you. If you were to give advice to the Harris-Walz campaign about how to win Michigan, what would you say?
Presence, presence, presence. The vice president has been to Michigan more than any vice president in 50 years, and she needs to continue that at the lead of our ticket when she becomes the Democratic nominee tonight. When they show up in Michigan and different parts of Michigan, they listen first, then they go and respond with the policy that are going to give people access to a form of health and wealth, that are going to lower costs, that are going to put families first, that are going to get more health care more affordable. They've been already leading and winning and delivering on those policies for economic opportunity, and they need to continue to have that conversation and let people know that they are part of this future.
You say presence, presence, presence. I can't help but thinking about the infamous decision from Hillary Clinton not to go to Michigan in 2016. Michigan fell to Donald Trump. When you say presence, 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 and being in a number of different parts of the state, do each of those parts of the state have different issues that they want to focus on?
Yeah, I mean, Michigan has the diversity of America. We have urban and suburban and rural places. I look forward to welcoming the vice president back to Detroit. I look forward to welcoming Governor Walz to the suburbs of Grand Rapids. And I look forward to them going through northern Michigan and understanding what our farmers and agricultural workers are talking about and working through. They will not make that mistake. They have already been to Michigan, and they're going to be there time and time again. And I'll be right there standing tall alongside them.
A lot has changed since Kamala Harris took over the ticket. Is there a metric that you're watching in Michigan for how things might be going?
We have registered more than 75,000 new voters since Vice President Harris ascended to the top of our ticket. That is game-changing energy, and we're going to make sure that those voters get contacted by a volunteer, the record number of volunteers that have signed up since she ascended to the top of our ticket, so that those folks know what's at stake and what their role is in this democracy. Our future is big enough to include them, not the Republican vision that is all about division and racism and bigotry and exclusion. Donald Trump does not want to see them be successful, but Kamala Harris does.
75,000 is a big number. Do you know how it breaks down?
Well, we know that the majority of those people, I think they're signing up to vote for Vice President Harris and Governor Walz, just given that they just came on since that they joined the ticket. But what I do know best is that these are younger voters who are coming into this process because they are excited to play their role in this decision and exercise their stake for the future. They are not coming here to vote to go back. They're not coming here to vote for a president not only who shows how much he hates people, but shows that he only cares about his economic security. And instead, they're voting for a vice president and a president in Tim Walz and Vice President Harris that are ready to welcome them into that future.
Lieutenant Governor of Michigan, Garlin Gilchrist, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.